Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and welcome to the new episode of Numerology Explained, the series where I take the date of birth of the well-known people and I do my calculations and I use my expertise in numerology and I give you interesting facts about that person, some lessons of that person, things we need to know about that person, some behavior traits. And for today's episode, I'm actually gonna take two people, so it's gonna be a couple. And for today's episode, we have Zendaya with Tom Holland. So I'm gonna take their both dates of birth. I'm gonna combine them together and we're gonna see what future awaits this couple. Can we actually expect for the wedding coming up, or things we should know about that couple, how they communicate with each other. So just in general, we're gonna talk about Zendaya and we're gonna talk about Tom, and let's start this episode. So you will have on the screen different tables, different matrices. I use matrix of resources and I use matrix of destiny. I will explain you all of them in details. Don't worry about that. You don't need to go too deep in details. I'm gonna tell you everything. And I'm gonna show you on the screen how the matrices look like. And I'm gonna look at my screen on my laptop because I have all the matrices here. So just want to let you know that when I look here is that I'm just pulling some numbers from the table and pulling some numbers from the matrices. Okay, so one interesting fact straight away, when we look at the date of birth of both Zendaya and we look at and Tom, we can see that they were both born on the first day of month. So Tom was born on June 1st, 1996, and Zendaya, she was born on September 1st, 1996. So the same year, same day, but just different months. That's kind of what already when I saw that stood out a little bit to me. And let's just dig deeper in details about other similarities which I found in their personalities and in their matrices. Okay, let's look at their matrix of resources. And the September one is for Zendaya and June one is for Tom. And even when you look at the tables, I think you probably can see that they are almost the same, except two numbers here. But overall, the whole picture of their matrix of resources, they're almost identical. So let's start with just going in order from number 1 to 3 and etc. We can see that they have the same amount of number ones. Number ones are responsible for the speech, for the way they can communicate with the people, the way they can perform, the way they can act. So it is here. Then we move to the number 2. That's where we have and see the difference. When it comes to Zendaya, she has only one number 2, but Tom has 2. So the norm for number 2 is to have 2, and Zendaya, she has less than the norm. And it's actually good always to have a partner next to you who has the norm of the certain number or even more than a norm, because he can share that with you. Because if it was like 1 2 for Zendaya and 1 2 for Tom, it would be a bit challenging, but here they can actually exchange. Number 2 is responsible for the energy, for the physical energy, being able to work hard, work non-stop. Zendaya, she actually needs to take it easy sometimes. She is not a machine. She needs during the day to take some breaks, take a rest. For her, it is hard and challenging to work non-stop. Probably some of the shootings, filmings, they are very exhausting for her. But it's just like she needs to know how to use her energy and manage her energy properly, and if she needs to take a break, she should do that, and if she knows how to do that, that would be great. But when we look at the Tom, he has this resource, it's a norm. So sometimes if they are together, if they're working together somewhere, he can help her in gaining this energy, what she sometimes may lack. When it comes to number 3s, they are identical. Number 3s are responsible responsible for being able to take care of the home, cooking. So as we can see, they are both type of people who like being at home, who like to have their space cleaned out, who like to cook. I think probably they even cook together, but I'm gonna get back to that. They like cooking, they like cleaning, so taking care of the space, taking care of the family, doing some household things. They both can do that. But when it comes to number 3, the downside of it can be sometimes they take too much responsibilities on them. They have lots of things on the plate. They are doing a lot, and sometimes it's hard to handle everything, especially when we look at Zendaya with only one number 2. Sometimes it may be a bit hard for her to handle all of this because she just doesn't have enough of energy for all of those tasks. So that's good that Tom can actually help her when it comes to the household things. When she is tired, when she doesn't have energy, Tom can actually cook at home and take care of her as well, which is amazing in a couple, in their relationships. When it comes to number 4, they both don't have it. Number 4 comes to following all the laws, following all the rules. So they are kind of just don't care. They have this freedom inside of them. That's what also that's why they're together, because they're kind of similar, as you can see. They have the same resources, almost the same, and the same values, the same ideas, and they're so free. They're just like don't care about what other people are gonna say. They're just like they do whatever they want to do. They don't care about any control of other people. They're free, and which is nice, and we can always see that by looking at Zendaya. She's expressing herself everywhere. You look at every interview, like the way she behaves, the way she performs, is just like she's just who is she, right? She is fully showing herself, and she's not shy of showing that. She's very confident in that. And when it comes to number 5, it's like being it's about sexual energy, it's about feelings and about emotions. We can see that everything is good in this couple as well. Number 6, 2 of number 6 for both of them. They are very confident people. So number 6 are responsible for the confidence. So they are very confident in themselves, whatever they are doing. Sometimes for some people it can be too much, like the way they position themselves when they communicate with other people, when they meet with new people. It can be too much because it's a little bit of a pressure, but for them being together, it's actually again a good connection here, because they're both very confident individuals. They know their words, they know what they do, they don't care about other people. They are together, that's what matters, that's it. So that's also amazing to have, especially when it comes to the acting career, when it comes to when other people see your life and want to see your life 24/7. You're the star, you're famous, you're a celebrity. Having this resource, it's actually can help you a lot with all this popularity, with all this publicity. And when it comes to number 7, they both don't have it. Number 7 is responsible for intuition. So my main advice would be for Zendaya and Tom is to use their logic everywhere. Be more analytics when it comes to the difficult situations, because they are not always can listen to their inner self. So they should be more logical whenever it comes to making some decisions, comes to making some solutions. Number 8, so for Zendaya we have one number 8. For Tom there is no number 8. Number 8 is responsible for the luck. So for Zendaya it's going to be a bit easier sometimes. More opportunities will come to her, and it's kind of easier for her to get those opportunities rather than for Tom. He has to work and grind a lot towards getting all those opportunities. But for Zendaya, something's gonna come naturally. All she has to do is to see those opportunities. It doesn't mean that money is gonna come to her easy. No, she is a very hardworking person, but she has luck as well. And for Tom, it's just like, I mean, he has number 2, so he has physical energy going and executing the things, and Zendaya doesn't have that. So for her, here everything is equal. So she has number 2, not enough of physical energy, so she needs a little bit of a luck in her life. So there it is. So everything is good. And Zendaya can also share it with the Tom. So by being together in relationships, she can bring this luck to the relationships. She can bring some opportunities to Tom. So that's why, again, it's mutual relationships here. And when we look at number 9, so for Tom we have 2 number 9s, and for Zendaya we have 3 number 9s. The norm is to have 2. And number 9s are responsible for the setting up the goals, being goal-oriented. It's just a problem with the Zendaya can be sometimes that she has too many of the goals, what she wants to do, what she wants to achieve, too many desires, too many wishes. She wants to be everywhere, doing lots of different things at the same time. And it makes a bit hard to concentrate on the things. It makes it a bit hard to finish some projects for her, like, I don't know, doing singing, doing art, doing performing, doing others, dancing at the same time, doing lots of different things at the same time. It's just like it can be hard for her to focus sometimes. But again, Tom has the norm, so he can again help her a little bit in that. So as you can see, when we look just at the matrix of resources, they are mirroring each other. They are helping each other, and this type of relationships, it's called karmic relationships. So these people, they do have a lot of lessons to understand and learn in this kind of relationships. It's not the easiest type of relationships, I'm gonna tell you straight away, and I'm gonna move right now to the matrix of destiny, and you will understand more details. But when it comes to this type of relationships, lots of lessons, sometimes can be some tensions, some conflicts, because they are the same. I don't know, if it comes to, we saw that they have the same number of 3s, right? 3 and 3 for both of them. When it comes to household things, I don't know, Zendaya wants to cook and Tom wants to cook, it's gonna be a bit hard. It's gonna be a little bit of a tension. She wants to cook one thing, he wants to cook another thing, and it's hard for them to come up to the decision. If they can say like, okay, this Monday, Wednesday and Friday it's Zendaya's day, and Tuesday, Thursday and Saturdays are Tom's days, then they can do that. So they need to communicate with each other. They need to know how to deal with all those conflicts, because those relationships, again, as I've said, they are not the easiest one. When especially it comes to the karmic relationships, we have kind of time frames when the peak of the hardest times come. It's 3 years, 6 years, 7 years and 12 years. If after 12 years people are still together, then it actually can be forever into the rest of their lives. But this like period of time, 3, 6, 7, 12, they're gonna be the most challenging and life-changing ones for this couple. And if they can deal with all those time codes, they're gonna have a great relationships. But not everyone can deal with that. Let's move to the matrix of destiny. So again, you see it on the screen. You see 2 of the matrix of resources. One is for Zendaya and another one is for Tom. Again, June is for Tom and September is for Zendaya. How you can identify, you see at the top there is number 6. This is for Tom, and then in the top there is number 9. This is for Zendaya. Let's talk it this way. And when we look, the first number, when I look at it, it's the outside number, the outside energy. So the matrix of resources, it is all about energies. So for number 1, outside people, how people see us outside, how people see our energy outside, how we look, how we behave. And when it comes, they are the same, right? So they're again the same number 1s. Zendaya has it and Tom has it, and they are actually, when you look at them together, they may look the same to many people. The way they communicate, the way they talk to each other, the way they look at each other, it can be the same. And people with the energy number 1, it's actually, this energy is called the magician. These people, they have hidden talents, or they have a lot of talents. And even when we look at Zendaya, she dances, she sings, she draws, she acts, so she does a lot of things. So number ones, they're magicians, they want to be the first also in everything, and it can be a good thing, but it's a bit tricky when it comes to the relationships, because having two leaders, having two people in a family who want to be the first ones, it's a bit tough, it's a bit hard. So again, they have to deal with that, they have to communicate, and they need to learn how to manage that, because Tom cannot be the first in everything, and Zendaya cannot be the first and the best in everything. Tom has his talents, Zendaya has her talents, so maybe they actually overlap, but in general, they are both very talented people. They can do lots of things. They have lots of skills. They have lots of knowledge. And if they actually go and focus on something, like developing certain skills and talents, they can achieve a lot of things. So it's just like inner desire to be the first one in whatever they are doing. It is very strong. But again, it's just like it's a bit hard when both of you in the relationships and a couple are like that. They need to manage that. They need to let other person be the first in something, not only you being the first in something. So that's kind of the thing. That's where some problems may come from. But overall, if they can deal with that, it's all good. But again, those are very talented people with lots of skills. They have something unique in them. It's like they are unique. They're both very unique, and they are special. That's what I wanted to say about both of them. When it comes to the inside energy, they are inside behavior traits. Who are they? So when we look at Tom, he has energy number 10, and Zendaya, she has energy number 7. So for energy number 10, it's called the Wheel of Fortune, and for Zendaya, it's called the Chariot, or sometimes I call it the Warrior. For Zendaya, the energy number 7, it is a leadership energy. So I can see that I would probably say that in their relationships, Zendaya that's who is the leader in the relationships, and she needs to know how to be a leader. She needs to, because not everyone can be a good leader. She needs to know how to communicate and work with people, because sometimes she can over control these things. She can over control people and whatever they are doing. Sometimes the opposite side, the negative side of this, the ideal picture is that people try to get the positive side of it, but not everyone can do that. So I'm just talking about the negative side of possibilities, the struggles that Zendaya may have. And so for the 7th energy, it also the idea that sometimes she maybe takes all responsibilities and does all the tasks by herself, and she needs to know how to delegate. She needs to know how to work in a team and actually be a good leader, even considering the fact that when we look at the matrix of resources, she has only one number 2, so she doesn't have enough energy for all of the things she wants to do, for all her ideas and projects. So she does need to work with people. She does need other people working for her, and she needs to be a leader and lead other people and not controlling them and over controlling them. This is very important. Another side for the energy number 7, that this kind of people, they also sometimes have this aggressive behavior inside of them. That's why it's also called the warrior, because warriors, they are sometimes can be a bit conflict when it comes to work and communicating with other people. And she needs to again know how to deal with this aggression, to deal with this negative behavior traits inside of her. That's her main task. And Zendaya needs to learn and navigate this aggression, and she needs to work and collaborate with other people rather than competing with other people. So she should avoid competition. She should have more of a cooperation and collaboration with other people. When it comes to Tom with energy number 10, as I've said, it's called the Wheel of Fortune. He really needs to enjoy his life, whatever he is doing in his life. If he doesn't enjoy whatever he does, he is not going to achieve lots of great results and lots of success. So when it comes to different projects, if he does something, I don't know, if he is taking a new role, acting role, he truly needs to believe in that. He truly needs to like that and enjoy the process. Otherwise, he's not gonna get positive outcome out of this. And why it's called Wheel of Fortune? Because the fortune comes to him like it's a wave. It's coming and disappears again. So it's kind of a cycle. So his whole life, it's going to be a cycle. He gets lots of roles, then it's nothing. He gets lots of activity, then it's nothing. Lots of projects, then it's nothing. It's quiet. He needs to understand that it's gonna be like that during his life. He just needs to adapt that. And when it's quiet times, it's truly okay. He needs to continue pushing forward. He needs to continue doing the things. And actually, Zendaya with her energy number 7, because the leadership energy, it is very active energy. She can push him in this case when he is down. She can be that leader for him and push him going and doing the stuff and being more optimistic and being more active. So when it comes to the inside energy, they kind of here also greatly add some different behavior traits and some things to each other, which is amazing as well. And when it comes to the karmic lessons, we have a karmic tale. So for Tom, it is energy 6, 20, and 14, and for Zendaya 6, 5, 17, which is interesting when you look at that side of the matrix of destiny. You can see that their numbers are almost the same, right? So you see that, let's say in Tom's, he has energy number 20 as his main lesson. Zendaya has the energy number 20 in her money lessons and love lessons. Then Tom has 14th energy, and Zendaya has this 14th energy in her money channel, how she can earn money. Then Zendaya has 5 and 17. Tom has 5 and Tom has 17. This is just crazy, and this is like truly how we can see that those two people were given to each other for something, and we can actually see for what reasons they were given to each other, what kind of lessons they have in these relationships. And Tom can actually, when it comes to number 5, and Zendaya has number 5. Number 5, it is responsible for knowledge, always studying, always learning something new, and those people can actually teach. So Tom potentially can earn money by teaching to other people, by sharing knowledge. And Zendaya, she has this in her karmic lesson, so she has to learn that too, and she can learn that from Tom. All right, when it comes to the energy number 20, Tom is struggling, but because the karmic lessons are all our struggles, Tom is struggling with the 20th energy, and Zendaya, she has this 20th energy, meaning that 20th energy, it is responsible for, it is about family, it is about analytics, doing lots of research, and it is taking care of the family, having a good connections with the family, with the ancestors. So Zendaya, she has it, but Tom, he is struggling with that, and by having Zendaya by his side, she can help that with that. She can learn him, and it's just like it's gonna depend on him whether or not he is gonna learn that, but he can learn that from her. And we can see the same idea with the energy number 14 and 17, right? So Tom is struggling with the 14th energy, but this is the main energy Zendaya is good at. This is the way how she can generate money, and it's all, this energy, it's about all art and creativity, being very, it's acting can also go to this side as well. So it's artful, playful, creative energy, and Zendaya, she has that, and Tom needs to learn that from her. how to do that, how to be like that, how to be more creative, how to express himself more. And then we'll look at the energy number 17. That's what Zendaya struggles, but Tom has it as his main energy of the main energy for generating income. So number 17, it's called the star. The way people, the star is about communication, it's about networking with people, being the star. So Tom, it's a strength of Tom, and he knows how to do that, how to be the star, how to position himself, how to talk, how to communicate with people, how to build networking. But Zendaya, she may struggle actually expressing herself and communicating, networking with other people, not just like close people, with some new people, going to different events and etc. Tom is good at that, but Zendaya may be struggling a little bit. So you can see how they are very connected to each other. You can see that they can actually help a lot each other. They can learn a lot from each other, and they have one same energy, number 6 and 6. You can see that. And number 6, it's called the lovers. The lovers, it's all learning about their relationships, about romantic relationships, how to communicate with the person, how to build the relationships, how to build healthy relationships. And they have it too here. So they are, I would say, a perfect match to help each other in this life, to help to achieve lots of things, to help to keep moving forward, pushing each other, sharing some skills, sharing some talents, because they both have them. And this is kind of a couple which can be together for a long period of time. They just need to pass this breakdowns, which I've just said, 3, 6, 7, and 12 years. But overall, they can both share lots of things to each other. They can help each other a lot. And it's a great relationship. It's a great partnership even to have, because they are a great partners as well. They're great friends as well, sharing lots of same resources and energies. But at the same time, it can be very tricky by wanting to be the first and the best, by having lots of similarities. They may have some arguments, because sometimes when, let's say, Tom look at Zendaya, he may see himself, and the other way around, right? And that can be a bit of tension because of this. But if they can deal with everything, if they can communicate and talk to each other and let other person being better than themselves in something, that's gonna be amazing. And Zendaya also needs to remember about this controlling thing. Tom doesn't really have it that much as Zendaya has. It's important for him when we look at the energy number 11 in the relationships. He actually, 11 is also about the leadership. It's called the strength. So he actually is looking for a partner who has this strength, who has this leadership and control. And Zendaya, she has that. She can fulfill all his needs in this type of relationships. But overall, it is a great couple. They share lots of things together, and they can exchange with lots of things, and they can learn from each other lots of things. They are kind of one is learning from another person something, another. It's kind of a mutual relationship. It's not like one side. Sometimes we have relationships when one person only gives, and another just sitting and receiving and enjoying. But here it's kind of a mutual relationships, and they are very good together. It's like it's very harmonic relationships. So that was it for my Numerology Explained episode on Zendaya and Tom Holland. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Let me know whom I should take next. It can be a couple, it can be a person, or it can be like 3 people at the same time. Let's just write it in the comments below. And thank you again everyone for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.